Juan Antonio Samaranch y Torelló cubed, first Marquis of Samaranch, was a Spanish sports administrator who served as the seventh president of the International Olympic Committee from 1980 to 2001. Samaranch served the second longest term as the head of the IOC, the longest being that of Pierre de Coubertin. Early life: Samaranch was born into a wealthy family in Barcelona. He studied at the local Swiss school and at the German School of Barcelona. As a child, he was a keen roller hockey player. During the Spanish Civil War, he was conscripted into the Republican forces in 1938, at the age of 18, to serve as a medical orderly. However, he was politically opposed to the Republic, and escaped to France. He quickly returned to nationalist Spain under Francisco Franco and enrolled in the Spanish fascist movement Falang. Business and political career: after the defeat of the Republic in 1939, Samaranch studied commerce at IESE Business School in Barcelona. He had a short career as a sports journalist for La Prensa, which ended in his dismissal in 1943 for criticizing the supporters of Real Madrid after that club's 11-1 defeat of FC Barcelona, and then joined his family's textile business. He joined the board of La Caixa, Spain's largest savings bank, in 1984, and served as president of the board from 1987 to 1999. He remained as honorary president from his retirement in 1999 to his death. Samaranch served on the municipal government of Barcelona, with responsibility for sports, from 1955 to 1962. He was a procurador of the Cortes Espar plus or minus Olas during the last decade of the Franco regime, from 1964 until the restoration of democracy in 1977. From 1967 to 1971, he also served as national delegate for sports, and from 1973 to 1977 he was the president of the Diputació Cubana of the province of Barcelona. He was appointed Spanish ambassador to the Soviet Union and Mongolia in 1977, immediately after the restoration of diplomatic relations between the countries. This post helped him to gain the support of the Soviet bloc countries in the election to the presidency of the IOC, held in Moscow in 1980. He had been the chef de mission of the Spanish team at a number of Olympic events, before he was appointed government secretary for sports by Spanish head of state Francisco Franco in 1967. He also became the president of the Spanish National Olympic Committee and a member of the IOC. He was vice president of the IOC from 1974 to 1978. IOC presidency: Samaranch became president-elect in 1980 at the 83rd IOC session, which was held in Moscow prior to the 1980 Summer Olympics and took office soon after the Games. During his term, Samaranch made the Olympic Games financially healthy, with big television deals and sponsorships. Although the 1984 Summer Olympics was still boycotted by the Soviet bloc, the number of IOC participating member nations increased at every Games during Samaranch's presidency. Samaranch also wanted the best athletes to compete in the Olympics, which led to the gradual acceptance of professional athletes. One achievement of Samaranch was the financial rescue of the IOC, which was in financial crisis in the 1970s. The Games themselves were such a burden on host cities that it appeared that no host would be found for future Olympiads. Under Samaranch, the IOC revamped its sponsorship arrangements, and new broadcasting deals, commercializing the Olympics and making them more economically viable. He was awarded the 1990 Sol Peace Prize. It became a tradition for Samaranch, when giving the president's address at the close of each Summer Olympics, to praise the organizers at each Olympiad for putting on the best-ever Games. He withheld this phrase only once, at the 1996 Summer Olympics in Atlanta, where the organization had come under heavy criticism. In the aftermath of a bribery scandal surrounding the 2002 Winter Olympics in Salt Lake City, Utah, an inquiry held in camera expelled several IOC members, but cleared Samaranch of wrongdoing. Samaranch set up a commission to investigate the corruption and introduced reform of the bid process as a result of the scandal. In 2001, Samaranch did not apply for the presidency again. He was succeeded by Jacques Rogge. He then became honorary president for life of the International Olympic Committee. Samaranch served the second longest term as the head of the IOC, 21 years, the longest being that of Pierre de Coubertin. Following his retirement, Samaranch played a major role in Madrid's bid for the 2012 and 2016 Olympics, though both were unsuccessful. In 1991, he was raised into the Spanish nobility by King Juan Carlos of Spain and given the hereditary title of Marquis Copyrightes de Samaranch, this in recognition of his contribution to the Olympic movement. Family: Samaranch married Maria Teresa Salis Rowe, known as Biba, on December 1, 1955. She died in Spain while he was attending the 2000 Summer Olympics in Sydney. 2 children were born of this marriage. His eldest child and daughter, Maria Teresa Samaranch Salis, has been president of the Spanish Federation of Sports on Ice since 2005, while his youngest child and son, Juan Antonio Samaranch Salis, has been a member of the International Olympic Committee since 2001. Death: Samaranch died of cardiorespiratory failure in the Hospital Pierre de Coubertin in Barcelona on April 21, 2010, having suffered ill health for several years prior to his death. As a recipient of the Gold Medal of the Generalitat of Catalonia, Samaranch was laid in state in the Palais de la Generalitat. His funeral mass was in the Cathedral of Santa Eulalia, on April 22, 2010 and was attended by representatives of the Spanish royal family and of the Olympic movement. He was buried at the Montjuïc Cemetery. After his death, in June 2010 the Olympic and Sports Museum Joan Antoni Samaranch and the Olympic Hall Zetra in Sarajevo were renamed in his honor. Honors and awards: Grand Cross of the Order of Civil Merit, Grand Cross of the Order of Cisneros, Commander with Star of the Order of Merit of the Republic of Poland, Grand Gold Medal with Star for Services to the Republic of Austria, Grand Cross of the Order of Charles III, Order of the Yugoslav Flag with Sash, Gold Medal of the Generalitat de Catalunya, Order of Friendship of Peoples, Order of the Cross of Terra Mariana, First Class, Grand Cross of the Royal Order of Sports Merit, Grand Cross of the Order of Isabella the Catholic, Collar of the Order of Isabella the Catholic, Grand Cross of the Grand Order of King Tomislav, Order of the Golden Fleece, Grand Cross of the Ancient Order of Sikatuna, Grand Cross of the Order of the Lithuanian Grand Duke Gediminas, Order of the Republic, Order of Honor, Order of the White Double Cross, First Class, Order of Prince Yaroslav the Wise Third Class, Grand Officer of the Order of Merit of the Italian Republic, Grand Cross of the Order of Merit of the Italian Republic. In 1982 he was awarded the Cup Stadium for the promotion of Spanish sport. In 1985 he received the Gold Medal of the Generalitat of Catalonia. In 1988 he was awarded the Prince of Asturias Award for Sports and the Peace Prize awarded by South Korea. Member of the Académie Copyright Mifrana Secciones des Sports. In 1986 he was named president of the credit institution La Caixa, which was already a member advisor since 1984. In 1991 he was awarded the noble title of Marquis of Samaranch. Doctor honoris causa by the University of Alicante, University of Granada, Universitat Camilo José Copyright Sila, University of Huelva and Universitat Europea de Madrid. Honorary member of the Club de Santander Palomar. See also, Olympic Hall Juan Antonio Samaranch, Joan Antoni Samaranch Olympic and Sports Museum. References. External links: Juan Antonio Samaranch at the Internet Movie Database, Juan Antonio Samaranch at Hockey Payton's Cat.